First of all, I was praying towards last year, praying for 2025, and I had a vision. It was a prophetic code. I saw -3/6/9. If you have that, project it. Yes. I saw this coding in the spirit. Can anybody see the screen? And when I saw the coding, I began to inquire of the Lord. What are you trying to say? And the Lord said to me, this is the summary of 2025. The first dash speak about a free flow of events. Things going on well, businesses going well, life going well, everything fine. And then 3. From the 3rd month, things will take a shape. And what the Lord said to me, in 2025, the first 3 months are the season of the great harvest. For those that are doing businesses, the first 3 months is the best time to invest. For those that want to pitch their businesses, the first 3 months is the best time to do that. For those that want to sort for contract, the first 3 months is the best time to do that. For in the first 3 months, there will be a lot of flow of currency and a lot of flow of things. Life will be normal. But when you get to the 3rd month, towards the end of the 3rd month, then the change of events, which is signified by the, what is it called? A slide, right? So that means everything will hot. And when things hot, what will now begin to happen? Things will begin to play out the opposite. All of a sudden, scarcity. All of a sudden, businesses are not going well. For those of you that are trading crypto and forex, January, February, March, invest. As they are reaching March, pull out your money. Pull out your money. Pull out your money. From March, April, May, June, a lot of people will cry. Become millionaires, will become broke in one day. Things will just collapse. And then after the 4th, the 5th month, the 6th month will open another significant window. And it will be from the 6th to the 8th month. The Lord called it the season of the scorching heat. Scorching heat that physically there will be a change of the weather temperament. Heat will be very high. But now when we see that, it's not about the weather. Those are prophetic signs. Because things will become very difficult across the globe. Across the globe. It will be another depth of famine. There will be loss of money, health challenges, and a lot of things will happen from the 6th month to the 8th month. Then another stroke, there will be another break and flip of events into the 9th month. The 9th month will be a governmental shaking. From the month of September to the month of December, we will hear nations begin to fall out. What do I mean? Certain nations that were part of certain political bloc or certain global bloc will be pulling away to join something else. A lot of crisis across nations. Are we together? Are we together? I see the Great Britain is not a country. It's made of countries, right? So I see a major dispute among the nation called the Great Britain. One of the nations will want to become an independent body. There will be a contention. One of the nations will want to break out and say, I want to be to myself. When those things are happening, take your eyes away from the physical event. Those are signs of the flip in the spirit. In the time we see nations falling out, what the Lord is saying to us in the spirit is that there are governmental contention. The devil is contending to take men away from God to himself. Certain people will willfully begin to renounce God and subscribe to Satan because of what they want. Are we together now? And after I saw this vision, while I was in the prayers, I saw another vision. It was a vision of the 2025-2020. Let me see that. The 2025-2020. Can anybody see that? Is it bold enough? And the Lord said to me, 2025 will be an interplay of 2020. It was 2 years ago, 2023, I began prophesying about a disease that is coming. Where I see a lot of people covering their nose and their mouth again. That will actually play out in this year. Like 2020. In 2020, if you observe the global event, life was going on well until somewhere around April, thereabout. Boom. This escalated. Disease came. People shut down. And towards August, September, people were announced. A lot of men of God, a lot of business people, a lot of people that are into the spoken word or what, the business talk up and there, they became known. That will be the same play out in 2025. There will be another disease that will shake the world globally. But it will not be as drastic as 2020. But there will be an interplay. Are we together now? And after that season will be another season of a great announcement. But what the Lord will be announcing this year will be a ban of a prophetic people. The 2020 shutdown brought about the announcing of the intercessory and the apostolic movement. Now will be a rebirth of the prophetic movement. You see a lot of prophetic voice begin to rise across Africa and the globe at large. And basically there will be young people. There will be young people. So it's the season where the Lord will once again be giving a strong voice on the prophetic call in the body. And that means even in the business sector, those that will rise in business are those that have prophetic insight to events. Are we good now? Are you following me? Now, what do we have to do? For those of you that have some prophetic inclination, you are called as a prophet, a prophetic minstrel. Use now and begin to labor and prepare yourself for that time. Study as much as you can study, pray as much as you can pray, fast as much as you can fast, and trust the Lord for an election. Are we together, house? And after that vision, I had another vision. And it's what the Lord said to me, the Genesis 41 event. I had to go and read out what the story of Genesis 41 is. It's the story of Egypt. What happened in Genesis 41? In Genesis 41 was when the 7 year of famine occurred. And people had to travel to Egypt to get food. Within the next 5 years, we will come into a season of intense famine. Don't believe me. Just stay alive and don't die. People will have money, but they will not be able to get food enough. And what will happen? Listen to me here. In the space of the next 5 years, we'll see people relocating from America, from Europe, from Asia, Australia, coming back to Africa. Yes. So what means Africa will be an interplay of Egypt. Africa will be that continent that will host food. So people will travel, coming to Africa to resident. Because the continents around the globe will be so plagued. You hear a lot of global, what is it called now? Earthquake, tsunami, global disaster will happen. A lot of fire outbreak and the rest will be happening in continents. So people will begin to run to Africa for refuge. And there were 5 nations in Africa I saw in that vision. I saw the nation of Kenya. I saw the nation of Ghana. I saw the nation of Congo. I also saw Zambia, and I saw Nigeria. Kenya, Zambia, Uganda, Congo. Ghana was not what I saw. Those that typed this prophecy, check what you wrote again. Zambia, Ghana, Congo, Zambia, and Nigeria. Ghana, not Uganda. Are we together? And this is what the Lord said to me. He said, people in these nations, within the space of the 5 years, they should acquire land in hinder places. You know what I call hinder places? There are places in nations that look devastated, where people are not living. Just buy land and keep. Just buy land and keep. For those of you in Akwa Ibom, if you have relatives that want to buy land, tell them your prophet says they should buy land towards Uran Airport Road axis. They should buy land towards Eket. They should buy land towards Ikot Abasi axis. Foreigners will fill Africa. And when they come, they are not coming to come and stay for a month. They will come and buy property and build. And because of this season of the great famine, the Lord said to me that the people should invest in 3 major things. Number 1, grains. You know grain crops? Corn, guinea corn, rice, Just invest in grain. Number 2, vegetables. Number 3, invest in cattle. So what I mean by cattle, I mean any agri product that is meat producing. Pig farming, cattle range, poultry farming, fish farming. Invest in this area of business. In the next 5 years, people that are in this line of business I just mentioned, they will become. You see the forest to make people blow overnight. That's what will happen. In Nigeria, don't believe me, but what? In Nigeria, between now and the next 5 years, they will sell one cow, 500,000 naira. One cow. And it's not a fat cow, just cow. So the fat one, you should be expecting like 1 million naira. One. Don't buy land in cities. Look for villages. Go and buy land and keep. And then I saw another vision. Am I wasting your time? No. The vision of the dollars and the gold. Now, I saw a flow chart like this. I saw dollars, I saw gold. Now, this is actually a prophetic symbolism. Dollar is the most traded currency in the globe. Right? Right? And gold is the most valuable precious stone in the world. Right? Now, when I saw this vision, this is the dollar. I saw it rising. All of a sudden, I saw it collapse. It was an overnight collapse. And immediately, I saw the gold rising. And the Lord said to me, the fiat currency will fail. Do you know what is fiat currency? Paper money. It will fail. For those of you that are planning to save, please, don't save your money in paper money. You can save 21 million naira. And in 4 years' time, the value will be equal to 200,000 naira today. I speak to you as a prophet of Jesus Christ, and I don't want you to believe me. But at the same time, don't die. Just have oxygen and keep living. The Lord says to me, I asked him, Lord, what are you trying to say? He says, people should begin to save in intangible currencies. If you are saving in crypto, buy USDT, stable coin, keep it there. You can buy land, keep it. You can buy gold, diamonds, stuff like that. Save your money. Don't go and put money in bank. I just saw a vision while I'm speaking. And I saw in the news, it's a major bank. This around Europe, collapsing. It's like another bank buying another bank. But it's a major bank they are buying. For those of you that used to follow the news, when you get that news, let me get it. A major bank. Something like Switzerland I'm seeing in the spirit. Switzerland. This is a country I'm seeing. Switzerland. I'm seeing Switzerland. They have a Swiss bank. Because I'm seeing Switzerland in this vision. I'm seeing a major bank in this country running bankrupt and selling out to another bank. The Lord said when that happens, it's actually a confirmation to this vision. That bank will fail. Bank will fail. If you have relatives that are working in bank, advise them to begin to sort out for something else to do. Because bank will lay off a lot of their staff in the space of 5 years. And after that, the Lord said to me, 2025 will be a year of opportunity and reward. Opportunity and reward. Opportunity that people that have been laboring will have openings. And when they take advantage of the opening, they'll be rewarded greatly. Reward. People that have been faithful over the last 5 years, in this year, God will be rewarding them. People that have been wicked, in this year, God will be rewarding them. In the Nigerian news, you see a lot of top politicians losing their offices. Pay attention to your news. House members, senators, you see people just having issues, court cases, and people are losing offices. That's the reward of God for them. And as a reward, I've said this already, there'll be a rise of prophetic voices, and there'll be opening for massive investment. Now, as an overflow. Between 2025 and 2029, there will be a great abundance. Because of the opportunity and reward that will come in this year, there will be a great abundance. People will run into financial abundance. When that happens, it's not to be spent. It's to be used to put up structure for the year of the locust. I saw Vision 2030. And in Vision 2030, I saw it as the year of the locust, the year of the devourer. 2030 will be characterized by a lot of struggle and trouble. The entire global face will change. Government will change, politics will change, business will change order by 2030. Some of you, little things you do will bring you into a lot of resources. Invest in agric. Invest in agric. And trust the Lord to do you good. And the Lord said to me, at the advent of 2030, as we begin to approach 2028, 2029, 2030, the transport business will be a major profit-making venture. Because people will be relocating across continents. I don't know if aviation sells shares. I don't know if they do. But if you see any transport company that are selling shares, buy. Just buy. Because the transport company will be a major profit venture in the next 5 years' time. In the next 5 years' time. Were you blessed? Were you blessed? Now that is an overview of 2025 to 2030. What I'll be doing in the month of January and December. Now this is prophecy for the global scene. Are we together now?